Hi, I'm Cynthia.
And I'm Chris.
And we're the Hanye family.
And for those of you who are new here, welcome. Let's enjoy some great music together.
Yeah, so what do we got today for our Goonies?
Well, today we're going to do a little more Canadian content because we're Canadian.
Yes, we are.
And we wanted to show you guys what we love for music, or, well, not what we love, but what we grew up with necessarily.
And what's popular in our country.
What was popular in our country. And it really helps us to also to discover
more Canadian stuff we don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
This is something that we never really ventured into. This is Leonard Cohen.
We do know some Leonard Cohen. Of course we do.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody knows some Leonard Cohen, right? What?
That pause for a second.
Oh.
Yeah, we've been noticing a little bit of pausing here and there in our videos. Well, I have anyway because I'm editing them, and I just noticed one now. This is we're figuring these new cameras out, so yeah, bear with us on that, okay?
Yeah.
Anyways, Leonard Cohen. We've been interested in hearing what he's got. We listened to a few songs, like we know a few of them. Dance Me to the End of Love.
I don't remember exactly.
I think that's what it's called.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Everybody knows that song.
Yeah. And as much as a lot of people praise that stuff, I couldn't.
It was never something we got into.
No.
So hopefully there's some Leonard Cohen stuff that we will like. We haven't found anything yet that we enjoyed that much of his, to be honest.
Yeah.
We do know a few of his songs, but not very many either.
Very few. Very few. And a lot of times, sorry to say, anybody who's a Leonard Cohen fan, sorry, but I never really,
It just felt depressing all the time.
Yeah.
Anytime we've heard him do something, it felt depressing.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping this one's not so depressing.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
He's known a lot for his music and his poetry.
Yes.
I imagine he's a great poet, and the music is
his
just
writing.
kind of
I hear
vehicle, right?
I mean, the writing that we've heard of his is quite good.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the fact that it seems the songs are usually quite depressing sounding.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping this one's a little bit better for us than that.
We're giving it a chance to. You know, again, we entertained. I entertained since I was 15.
Yeah.
And so is she. We could never use this music.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, James Sutter.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. I don't know. We're gonna give this a try.
Yeah, we're gonna give it a try.
I know. We should just get on and try and give it a shot instead of talking about how we never liked it. You know, right? So we're going to do it. This is Leonard Cohen, A Street.
I used to be your favorite drunk, good for one more laugh. Then we both ran out of luck. Luck was all we ever had. You put on a uniform to fight the Civil War. You looked so good I didn't care what side you were fighting for. Wasn't all that easy when you up and walked away. But I'll save that little story for another rainy day. I know the burden's heavy as you wheel it through the night. Some people say it's empty, but that don't mean it's light.
is quite musically. It's quite nice. I like it. I like the feel of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's kind of an interesting feel musically.
certainly. The story's interesting too, a little bit.
It is. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Somebody who he hung out with. They used to be together all the time. Hung out friends or more. I'm
More.
not sure.
I'm
I'm thinking more as well. But then, well, yeah, because he said that she left him in the apartment with a baby
Yeah.
and all that kind of.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Basically, it sounds like she decided to fight in the Civil War.
Whatever Civil War. that is.
Whatever side, whatever Civil War it was. I don't
Yeah.
know. And he just didn't want to take a side, didn't want to get into that.
Yeah.
And
He
so
just-
she left him.
Hmm.
That's what it sounds like. I don't know.
Maybe, or I don't know. Very interesting, I suppose.
Yeah. I
But-
mean, musically, I like this.
Hmm.
But again, it's really hard for me to get into it when it's just a very sad story being droned out for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, we're listening.
Yeah, I like the harmonies though that they threw in there.
Oh yeah.
That's really pretty to have.
Nice
in
background singers with a
Yeah.
female background singers with a lot of soul.
There. It makes the story not feel so down, I guess.
Yeah.
It is like it still feels that sadness, that almost depression of it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it lightens it up with the little bits of music and harmony that are there.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people praise Leonard Cohen
Yeah.
for his poetry and stuff, and it's very interesting. It's very, you can really picture what he's talking about, singing about.
Yeah.
But it's just. Anyway, it takes so much for me to
to
listen,
get into it,
to
yeah.
get into it. Anyway,
Let's
continue.
finish it.
I cried for you this morning and I'll cry for you again. But I'm not in charge of sorrow, so please don't ask me when. There may be wine and roses and magnums of champagne, but we'll never know, we'll never ever be that drunk again. Okay, the party's over, but I've landed on my feet. And I'm standing here on this corner where there used to be a street. The party's over, but I've landed on my feet. I'll be standing on this corner where there used to be a street. So let's drink to when it's over. And let's drink to when we meet. I'll be standing on this corner where there used to be a street.
Yeah, it sounds like standing on the corner where there used to be a street, so maybe it was torn up by war.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Obviously, this one didn't do it for you either,
No.
for Leonard Cohen.
No.
Not so much for me either, but I did enjoy the harmonies.
Yeah.
Yep,
Those were nice.
that was a pretty part of the song
Yeah.
for sure.
That Fender Rhodes playing in the background. Was
Yeah.
nice. But it didn't give me enough. It was so
Yeah, you're not invested in the story so much.
not really.
Not even.
No.
You know what I mean?
I've never been able to feel Leonard's
Yeah, it's hard.
thing, I can't hear what is so fantastic about it. It's just
Yeah,
it doesn't
no, it doesn't grab me that way
doesn't
either.
speak to me at all. They say he's like a great poet, and look, the story is good. I can picture a lot of what he's talking about. If you
Yeah, he can paint you a picture for sure.
Yeah,
Mind you, it's just usually a lot of sadness and depression
this is true.
in almost everything that I've heard of his.
But I've heard other things where depressing situations in the song, and I like them.
Yeah, some
You know what I mean?
songs, yeah.
Like,
It depends on the delivery, I suppose.
I suppose
And that's
it.
part of it,
Like,
is because,
one of my favorite songs from the Black Crowes, "She Talks to Angels." It's about it's about a
again, it's about the delivery.
yeah.
It's about the delivery. Because he drones it out for you. He just talks basically through it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Throughout the whole thing, he just basically talks.
Yeah.
And talks
Oh, yeah, that was-
in that droning, deep voice of his. You know what I mean? Helicopter? Sorry, that was really loud.
That was yeah, I was shaking the house.
Yeah.
How low is that helicopter?
Yeah, it's
Anyway.
probably one of the rescue helicopter maybe or something like that. A traffic helicopter.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I have to understand more about this artist, Leonard Cohen. I mean,
Yeah.
legend, obviously, but it never ever spoke to me. Anytime I heard something from Leonard Cohen, I was like,
Yeah. I mean, we're willing to check out more if you think there might be something we would like better, but this is just, it doesn't sit well with us most times whenever we've heard him.
yeah,
Yeah. Even Hallelujah. And I mean, I know people love that song.
I know,
Love it.
I don't.
But I can't. It's a heart-wrenching song. I get that part.
Yeah,
Right? It does that. But I just, no, it doesn't do it for me. I can't.
just the flow of it. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
And that seems to me a lot of Leonard Cohen songs that I've heard, which is few,
Yeah.
admittedly,
Maybe a handful.
just never really spoke to me that way. Every time I heard him open his mouth,
Yeah. It's
I
just
didn't wanna
always
listen.
the same feeling.
You know?
Always the same
I
feeling.
tried
for
really
me.
hard. I listened to, Dance Me to the End of Love a few times.
Yeah.
And I went,
It's really hard to get into, at least for us.
yeah.
Yeah.
In my mind, it was just too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't even explain it. It just never felt right in my ear.
Yeah. But thank you very much for the suggestion. We're definitely always willing to check out more from Canadian artists that we don't know that well.
Yeah, and we'll try more. I mean,
We'll try more
you know,
if you think there's something that might grab us a little better.
yeah, if you think you can find one of
Absolutely.
these songs that will energize us, please let us know.
Yes. But I think that's the problem. There's not the right amount of energy for our liking in his music.
I suppose.
The right type of energy. It just gives you this very down energy, like very depressed kind of energy. And I don't like that type of energy in my music usually ever.
Well,
I mean, even if it's a sad song, it has to have
I don't know,
something
maybe-
to grab you.
yeah, maybe. Yeah, I need to have my depression with a bit of
Something to grab you.
angst in it.
Yeah.
It's got to have a balance of
Yeah.
some sort. And all I'm getting is depression here.
Yeah, it's really hard to get into without just feeling down yourself.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for that request. It was still very much appreciated. Please don't forget to check us out over on Patreon. It's $3 a month and we're adding things there all the time. Also, like and subscribe to the channel and become one of our Goonies. Share with your family and friends. Click that notification bell if you don't want to miss a video. And don't forget to enjoy yourself. Later.
Later.